Welcome back, everybody, to the potential finale. You'll know before I know. Well, no, I guess I would know before you know. But at this current moment, as I'm recording this, I have no idea. Probably is. So, we've already opened up Typhus Corrosion. I spent a little bit of time off camera, touching up a couple of things. I did some more dry brushing on the rocks. Still haven't done the skull yet, don't worry about it. But I'm getting the Typhus Corrosion out because we're going to start getting that in. Getting that right up in there. Alright, this stuff is kind of gritty. Kind of great. We don't have to... We're not trying to cover the whole damn thing, right? We're not going to... it's not like we're applying a paint, really. We're adding some grittiness, griminess. It will collect. And then we're going to go back through and get some great shit going. But we do need some on the gun. And, ooh, you know what I did forget? Oh, of course it's got to be behind everything. Of course. Alright, we've got it. I forgot a Q-tip. Q-tip could help smudge that stuff in and make it look a little more natural rather than painted on there. And you can see the Typhus Corrosion over here is almost dried up already. And we're not really wiping stuff away. We're wiping away the excess a little bit here. But the Typhus Corrosion will stay and will grit up the rest of that. Alright. And before we do any more Typhus Corrosion, we're going to put that back there. And we are going to jump to the dry brushing like I said we were going to do. I have already forgotten if I had started... If I had started the thing. If I'd started this episode talking about something, because I've already forgotten. Alright. Get the gray right there, only on. Try to do only the raised portions. And we got some System of a Down on. Sorry, I'm been concentrating on this and not commentating like I've been doing. So I'm just trying to make sure that this comes out kind of how I want it to come out. Get some gray on there. There is enough gray to go around. Come on. And we got Beverly Hills by Weezer. It's another Weezer for the day. Alright. That looks pretty decent. Let's do some of the yellow. We're going to do some edge highlighting and let the gray have a chance to really dry and set. Actually, before that, how about we do this? Get this Corax white. You see that face? As I, hold it out there and then very quickly pull it away. Alright. We're not going to go in there with a haggard brush. We're going to go in there with the 2.0. With a 0.2. Or however you want to fucking look at it. We're going to get up in there. All right. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I like the white mask stuff. I really, really do. I'm sure you guys have seen that plenty on my work, like when it comes to the Space Marines. And there we go. So how about we talk about Trench Crusade for a change, huh? We have yet to discuss the actual topic at hand. All right. You ready to get into it? I think I'm ready to get into it. So Trench Crusade is a new tabletop war game, and it has not officially released yet. The Kickstarter is out there. I have tried to contribute to it, but it is only in euros, and my bank does not let international transactions without prior approval, and I just haven't done that yet. The life got away from me, and I forgot because honestly, contributing to a Kickstarter was not priority for me at the moment. So I've been, looking up the lore, listening to some lore videos. There isn't now. My apologies, guy. I'll throw his link in the description, but I can't remember his name right now. But he's Irish or Scottish, and I want to say he's Irish. If I got it wrong, dude, I don't mean to offend you on getting that wrong. I know that's stuff that can drive y'all nuts. But I ain't a linguist expert, anything like that. But he's been my main place for the lore, and all he's doing is reading. Because I've actually gone to the website and looked up the lore and realized everything that I was reading. I could hear that guy's voice in my head, and I was like, "Oh, he's just reading the lore right off there when he's recording," which is fine. But I was like, "Oh, I don't know what else I was expecting." But yeah, so the lore has been very interesting, very grimdark, which is one reason people were starting to go over to it. I know. So as far as I can understand, the controversy with 40K was the addition of female custodies, which, yes, it is bullshit. All right. It doesn't matter what political views you hold. The lore did not support for this because that's how the science of these damn things worked. It wasn't compatible with female genealogy. It just wasn't. And I don't want you to go back and fix that crap. Or what you claim to be fixing it. It doesn't fix it. You just add more problems. And I don't understand why companies are going after one of the smallest markets to try to appease them, as if their opinions actually held any kind of weight. You also have to look at the setting. How does this all fit in with the setting? If it fits, fine. If it fits, it probably would have been incorporated from inception. Not now, after all this time. I understand things change in time and everything like that, but this is all very deliberate and unnecessary, and I don't want it. So anytime they talk about, which I haven't heard anybody talk about anymore, the female custody controversy, I ignore it because as a lore lover, there are no female Space Marines. They have their own factions. It's what they were made for, so that everybody could have their own thing too. I mean, hell, if you really wanted to look at it, because the majority of these players are white, right? Look at the Primarchs and look at their legions and tell me they aren't catered toward certain individuals. Please. You have the Salamanders, which are what? The black people. You have the White Scars, which are what? The Asian people. You've got Europeans in there. Hell, you could even say that the who is it? That the Iron Warriors are the autistic people, because the jokes are always made about them. So it just doesn't make sense to add certain things to it. And so far, when it comes to Trench Crusade, I have seen people comment, even on my posts, that it's just a bunch of woke trash. And I'm sorry, I don't see where there's a bunch of that in the lore, because it's not there. With all the lore that I've looked up, I don't see it anywhere. What I've seen... yeah, sure, I've seen, I guess, the messages on Twitter or whatever the hell social media. I think it was Discord. I'm like, yeah, I gotcha. You're using all the whatever BS. Trying to keep out sexism and all this other BS that's going on. I don't know. I don't really care, because it's just drama and it's distracting from what the actual thing is. And if anything, to me, it seems all manufactured drama just to draw in more and more people. Because, you can't buy certain publicity, certain levels of publicity. It just, these things happen. And what do you know? They're happening. They're happening with people that, I don't know, either are not what they're saying or being misconstrued or something to the effect. I don't know. It's all drama, and I just don't have time for any of it. It's all very stupid. Very, very stupid. Just let the lore be the lore. All right? You want to have your female Space Marines? Okay. Buy the female heads on Etsy. Plenty of people make them. More people are for this than I thought there were. But on a lore standpoint, no. And my wife has agreed with me. They don't need to be Space Marines. They're not supposed to be Space Marines. It kind of destroys the whole thing. The whole thing. They were never designed to be this way. The Emperor never designed it to be that way. You can't just use Belisarius Call, as your excuse either. It is a little maddening when they do crap like that. And I haven't seen it in Trench Crusade. That was a reason why a lot of people jumped ship, apparently. Allegedly jumped ship. I take it the same way as anybody during during one of our last elections. The presidential election, when people were like, if he wins, I'm fucking moving. I am leaving the country. Not a single fucking one of them left the goddamn country. And it just proves to you that they were full of shit, and that it's just people being ridiculous and, dramatic for the sake of being dramatic. And so I don't mess around with Discord. I have it right now for a friend of mine. He was building a community. I don't know where I was painting on camera. Jesus. I finally got a Discord to do all that stuff, but like any new app, I haven't been messing with it because it's not part of my, routine. I don't know. It's not on my list of things to give a shit about, is that app. But either way, I've seen the controversy surrounding this game, and I kind of just don't care because the lore is untouched. As far as I can tell, the lore is untouched. And that's fine by me. Leave the world. So with Trench Crusade, you're finding yourself in what? It is now the year 1914, and the world has been at war with hell ever since the first crusade. Back in, good Lord, whatever year that was. Hit that on the screen there, bub. Thank you. So, you got that going on. They've been fighting literal hell, and that's been very interesting and very fun to read about. You know, all because of the Templars, which I already don't like. See how I just kind of wiped that away? There was a little dot there, and I just kind of blended it right out of there. Isn't that awesome? That is freaking awesome. Now that the base is good, well, I mean that barrel, we're going to get some... Oop, that was too much, but whatever. It was way too much silver that I would have possibly needed. But what we're going to do with this silver, we're going to go around these edges and hit it up with some silver. Because that's exactly what would happen with this crap. Not that crap. Not that crap. Let's get that in there. Nope, that's not working. Oh, come on. You can do it. Why you gotta suck? Anyway, moving on. Yeah, all these silver touches will add, of course, to the overall. Because I have seen some busted ass barrels, trash cans. You know, that's something that just randomly popped in my head. I know, like, it's a thing when it comes to, you know, just wherever you are. The phenomenon of just calling things different things. So, you know, in the South you have, apparently, everything's Coke. That's bullshit to me. Not everything is Coke. No, they've always had... What the hell? What do they always have? Yeah, they have, what, Coke or soda, and then you, in the North you have pop. And it's just... Oh, whatever. Oh, whatever to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we need a little bit more of that ash gray. Because I didn't get these hands. So I know we're doing a bunch of dry brushing and whatnot, and then once we throw the Nuln Oil on there, everything's going to really, really darken up, and that'll be okay. That will be okay. So, what should we do next? Well, you know what? We're almost at the 20-minute mark. I think I will do one more episode. Probably going to do one more episode of this where we're doing the transfers and the Nuln Oil, and we'll probably call it a day there. And then on the turntable, we'll also have, we'll show off the other two that I have done. Because I'm slightly proud of them. They came out pretty darn well. The first one, man. That was an interesting experience, that first one. All right. I was just looking at something. Right. Get some more silver out of there. I forgot about that little piece. And he's looking pretty darn sick. So we're at 28 or 20 and a half minutes. So the next episode will absolutely be the finale. And we're just going to do some transfers, and then we're going to do the Nuln Oil. And that should be it. I might touch up the base a little bit more. You know what? We'll get some... Oh, you know what? We already have Mummy Robe out. So you know what we are going to do? Get some of that. All right. I'm not showing you guys what I'm doing. Jesus Christ. All right. It's a messy, messy, messy day. And that is okay. And I was just going to hit this skull. Get some Mummy Robe on the highlight. Because like I said, once we hit it with the Nuln, that shit will darken right up. Okay. So I guess I will see you guys on the next round. It will be the finale. And I hope to see you alive, happy, healthy, and everything. And while we're gone, may the Void Father guide your brush. And I will see you next time.